Welcome back, welcome back. If this is your first time finding my channel, the name of my channel is in the intro. Who am I? I'm Unc L. You call me Unc for short. Why? Because I'm old as hell and I'm somebody's uncle. And I'm that uncle that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Rest in peace, Pops. Miss you every day, sir. With that said, I'm reacting to my guy Cosmic Verse. Again, he makes great content. I have a link to this video in my description. Basically, it's single moms demonstrating why men with things going for themselves should avoid them. Now, you could give a single mom a chance if she proves herself to be an exceptional woman, but those are unicorns. If you would, give me a like, give me a share, give me a sub. And with that said, let's get into the content.
Oh, I'm single. Like, I can spend the night single. I might get a phone call, 20 notifications, and send a few snaps. But I'm still single.
Is there, or do I need to make one, a dating app for single parents, like a good one? Because from where I'm sitting, there is a huge community of amazing people who are raising kids by themselves, who want a partner, who have amazing characteristics that people would look for in a partner, and they're not finding each other. Do I need to get on this?
I just have a question for the men who get on here and bash single mothers and say that we are disgusting leftovers and we're not worthy of love and we shouldn't move on and nobody wants a woman with kids and we shouldn't date and blah, 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 blah.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Why are you talking about your mother like that? A lot of you come from single mothers. A lot of you were raised by men who weren't biologically your dad. Most of you have siblings who have different fathers. A lot of your mothers remarried or got a boyfriend after your daddy left you, and that was the man who raised you. So why would you talk about your mother like that?
Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
If your disgusting leftover mother didn't find a man after your daddy left you, you wouldn't have had a father figure. And it's so weird because if a man didn't find your disgusting leftover mom attractive and desirable, you wouldn't have had a daddy. And what does that make your mom? She has multiple baby daddies.
Well, someone's bitter. I guess those comments struck a nerve. First of all, it's not their mothers that they're talking about. And secondly, that's false. Only a relatively small percentage of men come from single mothers, according to recent data. And if a man had terrible experiences with a single mother who used him for her own personal gain, it's only natural he would be angry.
Gotcha, bitch!
You have to consider that when a man is mistreated by the very person who's supposed to be a team player, it can have long-lasting effect. And that effect is the trauma that those single mothers caused by taking advantage of that man, and in some cases ruin their lives. Which is why men are advised to stay away from dating single mothers. It's only right they would be angry about what happened to them.
No, he's got a point.
Yeah, I agree with my guy Cosmic Verse about this chick sounding extremely bitter. She sounds super bitter. She goes on to denigrate and bash men who don't want to date single moms if they were raised by single moms. But here's the thing. If those men were raised by single moms and in turn don't want to date single moms, how bad was the situation that they grew up in?
Let him cook.
I'm gonna let him.
And she described chicks that have multiple baby daddies. Most men don't want to date women like that. You know, it sounds like she's mad because she's being judged and held accountable because of the decisions she makes. Sorry to tell you, ladies, there are some men that won't date you because of your kid situation. But there's some men that won't date you because you're too tall, you're too short, you're too wide. Gravitate towards the men that want you. But that's the problem. These chicks want who they want. And they feel like if they want a man, that man should want her in return. And they get upset when that man has standards that disqualify her. And somebody said something that set her off. I'm here for it. I find it hilarious. Let's continue.
And it's not until you become a single mom that you realize just how hard being a mom really is.
So I'm starting a new movement. It is called Bring Back the Patriarchy. I think collectively as women, we can all say we're over this trend. Yeah, we're kind of sick of it. We want it to die, put it to rest. We want our rights back to sit at home, take care of children, and cook and clean.
We do not care.
We'll be more level-headed, less bitchy. And our slogan, put me in the kitchen and treat me with the utmost disrespect. Thank you.
The trend of being a strong, independent woman who doesn't need a man is dying out indeed. It seems like more and more women are realizing the importance and value of having a man in their lives. But again, this realization only came along because they can't handle the pressure on their own anymore, so they resort to their last option, which is to submit to a man for survival.
I do everything alone. I miss having somebody to talk to. And having somebody that actually wants to, see me. I'm just so lost.
Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy. Yummy, you guys.
Yeah, addressing the two chicks who were boo-hooing on camera. For the first one, I didn't realize how hard it is being a single mom till you're not supposed to be a single mom. Up until about, 70, 80 years ago, single moms were not the norm. They were not the norm. Women are not meant to raise children alone. They're meant to have a man in the house with them. And if you aren't picking men who are fathers, or if you're so toxic that you're driving those men away, it's on you. It's your job to guard your womb. Because when you have that baby, if that man ain't there, all of it's going to fall on your shoulders.
That's facts, man.
And for the chick that says she's lonely and wants somebody to care about her, she could have somebody to care about her. It's just the type of dudes that she wants to care about her don't care about her. She probably wants the Chads, the 7s, the 8s, the 9s. She don't want the 4, the 5, or the 5 or the 6 that's a good, hard-working man. He ain't the best-looking dude, like myself. But he's funny, he's witty, he's intelligent. He's got a whole bunch of other attributes going for him, and I bet if you got to know him, you would think, oh, this guy's solid. He's kind of cute, too. But y'all don't even give that man a chance based on some superficial ideal y'all have in your head. And for the young lady that also said she wants to go back to the kitchen and treat her disrespect, man, look, that's over with. That's over with. Too many men have been listening to how women denigrate man for the past 50 years due to that women's movement. Y'all have said y'all don't need us 1,000 times. Y'all have told us to stay away from you. Y'all have told us not to bother y'all in public. And we've been listening. And then we figured out, once we were left to our own devices and by ourselves, that, all this money I'm saving and this peace and quiet in my house is great. Do I really want to jump in a relationship and end all that?
How about no?
Let's continue.
If you don't want to end up heartbroken or broke AF, there are 5 things you need to know before you date a single mom. Number 1, you're not her priority. She's got a kid. The kid's the priority. Kids require a lot of attention just to keep the little beasts alive and unharmed. Just the tip number 2, if she's a crappy mom, she's not a keeper. If she can't even care about her kid, she's not going to be able to care about you.
Duh.
Just the tip number 3, it's a package deal. Even if she's an amazing woman, no matter what, if she's coming out of a split or if she's a single mom, she's got baggage. We've all got baggage, but she's got extra baggage.
Emotional damage.
Which brings us to just the tip number 4. You're not my daddy. I know if you've ever dated a single mom, you've heard that. Just the tip number 5, baby daddy is also part of the package deal. Unless baby daddy died, he's still in the picture.
Unless you're a single father, then dating a single mother should not be your priority. with the amount of women that are out there in the world, you should be able to build your own family. You owe yourself that experience.
Two things about this part of the clip. First off, that redhead lady just gave you a point-by-point list of why you shouldn't date single moms and why you should avoid them. Where in that, where does that sound like a good deal? All those things she listed, where does that sound like a good deal? It doesn't. Secondly, for my guy Cosmic Verse, no disrespect, but please, I'm a single dad. I got custody of my son when I got divorced. I don't date single moms. Why? Because they're so used to running their household that they do not listen. I'm a convicted felon. I was 3 years out of prison when I first got custody of my son. I have a job in manufacturing that pays quite well. I'm also a certified HVAC technician. I'm a homeowner. I'm not renting. I'm a homeowner. And I've managed to amass so much money that I'm currently looking for an apartment in the Dominican Republic that I can possibly Airbnb and just to have a spot to go to when I want to go over there. I did all this by myself. You know, as far as stacking the money. Now, my parents, my dad and pops, rest his soul, did help me with babysitting, but I wasn't using them so I could go to the club and go pick up this chicken. If I, hey moms, can you watch my son? I got to go climb up in this attic and do this. Yeah, no problem. Hey pops, can you come get Trey? I didn't mean to give my son's name, but that's my son, Trey, because he's the third, Unc the third. But yeah, if pops would come get his grandson, it's because I'm trying to work some overtime. You feel me? Stop trying to push these single moms on us because their lives are too chaotic, they're too masculine, and they don't listen because they're used to running their own household. I'm a single parent. I don't have time to convince some chick to get on my program.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
If you can't look at all the stuff I've managed to do as a single parent and think, man, maybe I should listen to this dude, that's on you. And I've dated far too many single moms, or attempted to date too many single moms that are they just don't listen. And I ain't got time for that. I got stuff to do. Let's continue.
Literally, this is me leaving my house every morning to get me and my daughter to work and school. And you think I have time for you to complain about me not texting you back?
How do you date when you're a single mom with 2 kids that aren't in school yet and you have nobody to watch them? But you also don't want somebody you don't know that well yet to meet your kids. You see what my problem is?
You know what it takes for a woman like me to go out on a date?
What it take?
I gotta get a babysitter for my kids.
Okay. Should I pay for that?
Yes.
I gotta pay for the kids that you made prior
Yes,
to
because
me.
guess what now? A part of me is my kids. I'm a business owner. I'm a mother. I'm holding down the household. That's why
And I shouldn't have to pay for your trying.
I'm not saying every day. I'm saying, okay.
No date.
A man that's for me, in my opinion, they know that, okay, she's a mother of 2. She's holding down a business. She's holding down a house. She's commuting from Jersey to New York. All right. How much is your babysitter? Oh, how much do you pay your aunt? Whatever the case is. Oh, I don't give her nothing.
9
you know
times
what?
out of 10, she taking her to her mom's crib and pocketing the money.
If she got that, if a certain type of man that knows what it takes for a woman to raise children, I'm going to give you $50 to give to your aunt or something like that. I'm not.
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
I'm not saying like $100, $200.
This is why I don't date one with kids. I'm being honest with you.
Do you
bro.
have children?
No, I don't. And
that's why, because a man that has or knows what it takes to date a woman that has children, they're going to understand that.
I was a single father. No girl paid for my babysitter when she asked me on date.
Do you want to know another amazing thing about being in your 30s and child-free? Being able to just go out, carefree, with no worries in the world.
Yeah, for the Caucasian lady with the blue eyes, yeah, she said, how do you date if you have 2 kids and both of them are, her kids are so young that they're not even in kindergarten yet. You shouldn't be worried about dating. You got 2 little ones that need you at the house. Why are you worried about starting a relationship and getting in a relationship with a new dude and you already have responsibilities? Stop it. Stop it. And for the second lady, Lord have mercy, pay for your babysitter? A man should understand that you have kids and responsibility. Man, look, F your little walking cream pies.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
We do not care about your kids. And if you come in with those type of stipulations, most good dudes that are quality, they ain't even finna take you out. You're lucky a dude gives you a shot, and then you're gonna say he needs to pay for your babysitter? Man, y'all don't understand how y'all sound out here on this dating market, ladies. Y'all don't understand how y'all sound. You do not understand how entitled and delusional y'all sound. We don't care about your kids. We don't care if it's a package deal. If it's a package deal, shit, return the sender. We don't want it. So you and your little walking cream pies can exit stage left. Sorry. I'm that uncle that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Let's continue.
Third scam is society telling you that men take care of women. Because they don't. They don't. And they don't protect you either.
We ask for equality, so naturally they're not obligated to do any of these things. And yet, men still do. A lot of things you use every day invented by a man. The house you live in, probably built by men. Majority of people working for power companies, plumbing, electrical, all those trade jobs, mostly men. So if that's not taking care of you, I don't know what is. And men still protect women on a constant basis. Have you seen a woman in a dangerous situation or in trouble, whether she's on the side of the road or whatnot? Who stops to help her? Men! And this is while we simultaneously live in a society where we give them absolutely no credit for anything, and we're constantly bringing them down. And they still do these things for us. And if that's not like a clear indication of a lot of men's natural nature, I don't know what is.
Being a single mom is honestly like a really hard place to be, because the second that somebody shows interest, one, I have trust issues, so you're lying. And then secondly, like my brain immediately is just like, why? I have nothing to offer you. Like my gas light is on, my change oil notification just came on. I'm fairly certain that my tag is expired. My toenail polish has grown out. My heels are crusty. I'm surviving off of my kids' leftover chicken nuggets and coffee from the day before. What about that is appealing to anybody ever? So I'll just be here dying alone.
Buy a dog and die alone.
Yeah, shout out to that young lady who spoke up for the men who are still chivalrous. Because see, a lot of us, we don't even practice chivalry. We are not chivalrous because the Me Too movement came along and destroyed that. Social media came along and destroyed that. There are too many ways, there are too many women who are out here making bogus allegations, and those allegations can destroy a man's life, get him put out of college, get him fired from his job, can cost him all kind of business and ruin his reputation. So
chivalry is dead, and women killed it.
We said a good man is subject to see you trying to change a tire at the side of the road and drive right by you. Sorry, and we ain't gonna talk about the ladies. That there's a couple ladies that are bandits. They use the damsel in distress to set dudes up. Sorry, ladies, we're avoiding that. Secondly, for the lady who said who would want to, she just described how her tags were expired and the check engine light was on, and she just got to listing off all these problems and said, who would want to go buy into that? No one. That's why you're by yourself. We ain't got time for that, because even if a man would try to come in and help you, you probably wouldn't listen. You probably wouldn't listen because you're so used to doing it by yourself, even though the way you do it has got your tags expired and got you eating leftover chicken nuggets and drinking old coffee. I mean, it's just the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Y'all are, a lot of you chicks are headaches. A lot of you chicks are headaches, and y'all bring those headaches into our lives, and it's just not worth it at all. For what? With that said, I'm gonna bring this one to an end. Hey y'all, I'm at 180. Y'all help me, please help me get to 500. Then after that, I'll worry about getting to 100,000 later on down the line. If you would, give me a like, give me a share, give me a sub. I'm gonna link my guy Cosmic Verse. I'm gonna link his video in the description. Go over there and give him a like, a share, and a sub, and I'll see you on the next one. Toodles!